angle, where do you think you should be taking most fights around this point? We'll use this point as an example. Do you want to be taking them on the longer angles where there's like a lot of angles like available, or do you want to be taking it in the closer area of the map where it's like a lot more tight?
Closer area.
Tight. Yeah,
Closer
exactly.
area,
So
yeah.
in theory, your team should already have an advantage just by playing here.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the type of stuff you could be instantly thinking about like 3 seconds as soon as you see their enemy comp. Like my checklist when I come into ranked games is like I pick a hero that I want to practice, which is I just insta lock Lucio or Brig, and then I roll out, I see their comp, and I'm instantly thinking, okay, they want to brawl, they want to angle. How am I gonna change my playstyle? So like as Juno here, you know that they want to dive, so that means you need to be a lot more passive. Like you need to always make sure you save your CDs for their Doom engage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how you guys play this out.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Okay, it's looking like a neutral. You're down one. So have you ever heard of like the natural like rules of like trades and like advantages or no? I don't
I
know if
know
any of the pros have talked about it.
I know trades, like I kind of know a little bit of trades, but I know in some scenarios like when actually nah, I don't know. Teach me. I don't know. Teach me.
It's okay. It's okay. General rule of thumb is that obviously the enemy, the person with more people alive is gonna win the fight, right?
Uh-huh.
If you are the team that gets the first kill on the enemy, so you make it a 5v4,
Mm-hmm.
you need to make sure, because you've probably used CDs, you've like for example, they killed this Genji, the Doom's half HP, they've used CDs. Everyone's kind of like weaker because they've used CDs,
Yeah.
they've used their health pool and whatnot, right? So
Yeah.
that means they have to stable. They have to live. If they int harder for more kills, they will die, and then the fight will become even again. Vice versa, if you're the team who loses someone first, you need to either instantly call to kite out, like, okay, we're closer to our spawn, let's just run away, or you need to call to look for a trade. And usually the trade's just going to be on whoever's lowest, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Your team, obviously it's ranked game, so you can't really control it, but like your Zen's not in a position to trade. You and your Orisa are though. So you should be instantly calling, okay, let's trade someone. Your Orisa kind of has the right idea, but doesn't commit. Your Cass gets the angle though. So now the fight's even. So now it goes back to a neutral where you're just playing, okay, who has better health, who has better CDs. And that's like type of stuff you can like be looking at. Like for their comp, their important CDs are probably like what? Lamp, Res, Hack, TP, Doom Block, you know?
Yeah.
Like all those CDs, like if they're down some of those CDs, you're probably at an advantage. But vice versa for your team, if your Orisa doesn't have gold or spin, you don't have ring, your Genji doesn't have dash or deflect, and your Cass has a shit angle, like that's signs that you're not ready to push. So with all that yap, that essentially means you can kind of look at your team and kind of mind read, like, okay, when do they want to push? You know, because if you just waste your CDs like randomly, you're never gonna get anything done unless you just magic pick someone.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you see your Orisa pushing in with spin, just bring him. Like it doesn't matter if it's like optimal, but if you just stack your CDs, then eventually you'll probably find a kill.
Flashpoint unlocked.
So like let's watch you from your POV, like what you're doing. This is good. This is all basic stuff. Okay, that's a bit of a risky rotate.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah, it was
like
a little bit
you can
risky.
just go around to the right side. It's just like you never want to be in front of the enemy's face. Oh my god, I should remember the rule. There's a rule that our old coach used to have called never turn your back to the ops.
I see what you, yeah, I see what
Yeah, so you went through, and in theory, you turned your back to 3 ops. So you're gonna get slimed
Yeah.
out. It's like it's brain dead. It's a save, but it's like a real like rule. Like just don't turn your back to the enemy. Okay, so you're down one, which means you want to try and look for a trade. They get the res off. It's fine. You live. Your Zen dies, but you're capping point. Remember, Overwatch is an objective-based game. If you can take all your fights around point, then you're probably winning. That's just unlucky. Your Zen died. But I think of anything, like you could have just tried to like wrap around and maybe your Zen wouldn't have gotten caught out. So now your team swaps to Kiri. And each swap usually means something, yeah? So because your team swapped to Kiri, you have less poke because you lose the Zen. But you have better brawl and angles because Kiri has Suzu. Kiri has good heals. She has TP and whatnot. So it's just good to keep that in mind. And like, if it's like a really important swap, like you'll be able to understand like, okay, this is what I want to do. So now you're on Lucio. This is an important swap because of what reason?
So we can just go into them. Honestly, we just
Yeah,
beat it into them.
Exactly. You have a speed now. Or better yet, you have a speed that can like hover in between both angles. So your team has better angle pressure now because you have Lucio. You also have what's it called? You have better brawl, I think. Because Juno's kind of weak right now. You have like one ring and that's about it. But now you have better brawl.
Yeah.
So remember when I told you about like angling? And trying to like, benefit certain people. It's a bit different when you have Sombra, because Sombra doesn't want anyone with her. She wants to be alone. She wants to be flanking on her own, yeah? When you have a Tracer or Genji, it's different. So, if you're not going to be able to help your Sombra, you want to try and angle with this Cass as much as possible. And another rule in Lucio Kiri comps is you can never be stacked on your Kiri pre-fight. You always want to try and give her and TP angle. You want to be like an anchor almost. So let's see. You're down Cass, so nothing's really going to happen. I'm going to assume your ult tracking is fine. Honestly, ult tracking is like one thing that's like all instinct. You'll eventually, like, as the more you play the game, the more you'll recognize, like, okay, this person charges this ult fast.
Yeah.
This person, whatever, yeah? Or,
it's,
like, if the fight's super long, then you'll realize, okay, some people get their ults. Honestly, my best advice, I don't know how many other main supports take this advice, because it's kind of like something only I do. I end up always overestimating how much they have, because I'm assuming in my head, like, what if this guy is like prime lethal? What if this is Lip on the enemy team? He's probably hitting every shot and he's gonna get his ult fast.
True.
It sounds stupid, but if you see someone not hitting their shots as much, they probably don't have their ult. Or like, oh, this guy's hitting every shot, he's probably getting his ult fast. So like here, instead of being stacked, like I'd be with my Cass. That's fine. Y'all all end up stacked. That's a fine engage. And all you're doing is just living. I was reading through the notes, and Lep said, like, it's really hard to see a good main supports, like, do get impact, but it's easy to see their mistakes. Keep that in mind. You're literally just AFKing and living, and you're getting your value.
Yeah.
If you ever try and playmake, then chances are you're gonna die.
It's like, oh my gosh, it's like we're the fucking dark horses, bro. We are literally the dark horses.
Exactly.
Dude,
exactly.
It's pause it. Hold on, pause it. It's sometimes it's so hard to grasp because it's like, bro, when I just when I sit AFK sometimes, or like I'm just chilling, we win, but it's aggravating sometimes. It's like,
aggravating because you feel like you didn't do anything.
Right, and it just feels like it feels like we're losing, but I have to do that every single
You have to
game.
do that every time.
And when I do it, I just win. And I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it gets a little bit annoying, but I think it's also just the nature of some metas. Like right now with like Hazard and Freya and Orisa, the fucking unkillable tanks who can one-shot people, and then like Freya, it's just so boring sometimes because if you make one minor misplay, you're just two-tapped and you can't do anything. But like in certain metas, like God forbid I'm gonna say it, like Maga meta, like with Juno Brig, if you're playing a good fight, you just never die, but you also feel like you're doing a lot. Okay, for instance here, you're stacking and poking, which in theory isn't bad.
But be in my cast, yeah.
But this motherfucker is over here alone. Like, it could be his fault that he's over here alone, but remember, you're trying to catch your teammates' mistakes almost. So even if this Aspen person is just alone on an angle, if you're here, you already win the game because you have 2 people looking this angle, 3 people looking this angle. And the main thing, the reason why that's so good, is because you're forcing these guys to make a decision. If you're all 4 stacked here, they already know to just int the guy solo. But if you're 2-3 split, that means that they have to make a decision on, okay, who the hell am I going to go on? Because now your cat has to give this base, because they realize, okay, we can just int the solo guy. And then you guys lose space of the map that y'all didn't have to lose. That makes sense? And it's like a little thing, but it does add up. Good. Your Orisa, it's good that you read the tempo there. Just make sure, like, you don't fly past the Orisa. If you fly past the Orisa, you'll probably die. So, you didn't die, but that is risky. Always try and make sure, like, you don't try and go past your tank. And I used to have such a bad problem with this. Like, when I would engage, I would fucking zoom into their backline. And I would die, and I'd be like, God damn it. So just like general rule of thumb is like be behind your tank always. I want to see your aura usage. Because I think a lot of main supports do have this issue. Where they just like kind of spam their aura. Like back and forth. And then it feels like they lose impact. This is good.
Let me help my girlfriend carry these groceries in here. Give me like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
go for it.
Okay.
Oh, in 5 minutes or like right now?
Like right now.
Oh yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, thank you.
Tengo. Yeah. Move it. Keep this. Tengo que irme. Apagando las luces. Stop your
Market secure.
Step up this beat.
Next flashpoint garden.
Hack complete. Gotta go. Group up here.
Let's get some healing beats going.
Group up with me.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
See you later.
Flashpoint unlocked.
Okay.
Meteor strike!
Vai, amore!
Tengo que irme. Catch you later.
Vai, amore!
Blocking satellite vector!
Vamos esculachar!
You're all good. Whoa. Tengo que irme.
Garden.
Awful.
Next flashpoint
I'm back.
temple.
All right, welcome back. I was just looking through and seeing if I like recognize anything. Don't replay bug on me. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Okay. So I was looking through your aura usage. That's not bad. So generally speaking, like every Lucio like has a habit, and like even including me, sometimes we just like spamming our aura in the mid fights. It's like a normal habit to have, but what you can try and do is because Lucio's B is so important, yeah?
Yeah.
In the fights where all you're doing is poking, just sit AFK on heals. Like, you do a good job here, but try not to spam too much aura until the mid fight starts happening, yeah? Because you can just be AFKing on heals and like you get like 5% more than normally would, and it's like insane. Also, good beat here. I assume you recognize that they had EMP and you were like stacking farther back. I would say only thing, don't stack on top of your Kiri. You can try and like hide under, because then it forces the Sombra to either like if the Sombra was, you know, like looking towards your backline, you could either make the Sombra force on the core, force on your Kiri, or force on you. And either way, because they have to make 3 different decisions, you're forcing their Sombra to have like a worse off EMP.
Oh, let's break it. Damn.
Thankfully, the Sombra EMP's your core, and you respond with a good beat. I like that. Good push. Really good push.
Mark. Secure.
Amp up this beat.
So this next point, the one thing I noticed is that you guys took a lot of early fights off the point once you guys capped, which isn't inherently bad, but the issue is like when it becomes an ult fight, it becomes really risky. Because if you as the defending team with point commit ults to a fight like that and they win, you've essentially just lost a lot of your ult economy. That makes sense.
There's some healing
Yeah.
beats
So in a perfect world, you guys would be like holding here, you force an ult, and then you just use your amp kite back to the point, and then you use your ult on point.
Pick it up.
Like here, you pushed up really far, and I feel like they were scared, so they didn't peek out. But you know, it's still just risky. You're gonna hear like just AFK heals. 'Cause I feel like this fight is so risky because I know you probably didn't see it, but when you drop down, you have 3 people looking at a flying Lucio.
Oh, I'm doing a
And
rainbow.
Yeah, you're doing a rainbow, and any good player is gonna see this and 2-tap you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So like, it's something I'm working on as well. But it's just like building these good habits. Like even if these guys can't punish you, some people will. You literally took like 20 bullets of damage just because they're tunnel visioned on whoever. Like this fight, pushing into their spawn is just so bad because you don't have point yet either. Like there's no point. Like if you get these kills, but you're down 4 people and this point doesn't get capped, it's a worthless fight. But if they get these kills and they have only 1 person alive, then they can get point because you know they're closer to the point than you guys are, spawn wise, because you guys' spawn's over there. You know what I mean? So it's just like understanding that and just making sure it doesn't happen again. If your tank pushes in, then that's your tank's fault. You want to be trying and playing for the point, because even if you get like 20% on flashpoint and insta die on the point, that's like so much worth. Just because of how like flashpoint works, you know? I mean, the thing goes for like control. Because like you guys lost 2, and like this guy's got ult, like it's still not winnable. And you're down 2, so you guys actually lost the fight, or you guys lost pretty much the fight.
Yeah.
Theoretically, you guys lost the fight just because you guys like into their spawn without a reason. And granted, situation might be different if you're like 99 on this point, and you want to just confirm the cap and make their touch super hard. You take it to the spawn's fine. You know what I mean? But in that situation, it's not good. So you guys reset. And then I noticed again, like, I think you just stack on your Kiri too much. Like if it's a Baptiste, it makes a lot more sense.
Let's do it fast.
But with Kiri, like you can't like brawl nearly as hard compared to the Bap, so it's different. Like instead, I would like want you to unironically be like, you could have like pre-fight gone into this room and poked him from here. Because if your Orisa's like standing on this corner, then they're either forced to look at you or look at my Orisa. You know, force them to make a decision. But because you're all stacked here, they can just look down one lane with 5 guns, and it just becomes like a dogfight.
Actually, wait, can you go back to that? Can you go back? Pause it. How would you in that scenario? Like, how would you fix that? Like, how would like go back to like when they're all looking at us? Like
Yeah. Oh, like how would I break the dogfight?
Yeah, like how would you? Like how would you like if you had a pin and you just pick me up and you would move me to the right situation?
I would move you from here into here.
To here. Okay.
Yeah, and in theory, like, you know, they're not like stuffing your face here because your Orisa's here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in theory, you could just poke at this window because even if their cast pushes you, remember rule 1: don't turn your back to the ops. If their cast pushes you, his back's turned to 4 ops. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you will get rewarded for that play even if you died. In my head, I think you would still get rewarded. But they end up backing, so again, this room would be perfect. And then your Orisa's gonna push eventually to this corner or this corner. And you guys have rush, you have high noon, so you're gonna break the fight with an ult. So it's not like you're going into a full neutral and you're gonna get like punished by AFK. So look,
Yeah.
you guys walk in. And you eventually get this angle. I'd say you could even be greedier and like poke from this wall. Because if they into you, like it's a little bit risky, but if you poke here, then you're forcing their doom and stuff to make a decision. This is also not bad, so I'm not stressed. And you guys got your 2 picks. Also, another rule. I'm giving you lots of rules today. Another rule: if they're down 2, then the fight's over. You've basically won, unless they use ults. So even if they use ults and they're down 2, they're probably not winning. So like if you have beat, for example, it's probably not worth beating. Scrims is obviously going to be different. Like the situation's never going to be that like black and white. But it's a general rule. Like if they're down 2, just imagine like you're about to win the fight.
How's it going? Hey there.
Oh.
Todo listo por aquí.
Also, I was doing with the tank.
Yeah, I mean, you guys' synergy was really good. So I was actually going to ask you that earlier, but
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
He
your
actually
tank's good.
plays. Yeah, he plays DPS. He do not be playing tank. He said,
he's
Daryl's
not
we're
as
gonna run
horrible
it
saying.
down.
I like that his aggression. I like his aggression. It sometimes gets too aggressive, but it's better to be too aggressive in rank than too passive. Okay, so here you guys push to the spawn again, I think. It's either here or the next fight. Like, this is a good neutral. Like, you're not doing anything. Very good pick. You guys actually stable. Like, notice how you guys didn't instant, like, kill hungry push their backline after you get your pick. That's really good. Just for general rule of thumb is, like, honestly, a great comm that one of my old teammates used to say was just, we got our kill. That's like an instant trigger of, like, okay, let's chill. Backseat. You know? Or, like, backpedal a bit.
Yeah.
Or then it's like, you know, again, vice versa. You die first, then look for trade. Look for trade. Again, you're stacked way too far. You could probably just be like, again, I'll pick you up with a pen instead of here. Here.
Okay.
And again, it's not like you're staying here and like putting your tent down and camping here. You literally just sit here. You shoot 2 fucking shots of your gun, like 8 bullets basically, and then you just run away.
Mm-hmm.
You're literally just being like a mosquito, bro. Like you're. Bzz, bzz. Oh, I'm wall riding here. Bzz. Oh, I'm booping you. Bzz. You know, you're just being a pest.
Catch you later.
You guys gotta pick. This ult is like, it's again too early, and I think this is where the ult fight develops, right? So you're about a cap point. I feel like you don't need to ult in their spawn, because I guess like they only have Juno and they're close to the other ults. But like, imagine they were getting all their ults back, and you commit all these resources, like because you got your 2 picks, they can't cap the point. I really don't think they can touch without their Baptiste or Sojourn.
I low key still beat it.
Blocking sight.
Yeah, like they Juno
that-
ulted fucking
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
And I know it's like a natural instinct to like, oh, match the
Yeah.
first ult. Like, that's fine. Like, I understand why you did the beat, but just remember, like, they're down 2. You don't need to do anything. And then, like, even with this beat push, their Doom physically cannot touch. Or, like, even if they do touch, then either you guys clean up the kills here and turn point, or you just turn point as 4.
Yo, Zay said hi.
Oh, shit, Zay was good.
Yeah, he's in my stream.
I love Robin. Or Robin. I forgot. I think it's pronounced Robin.
I fucking hate him,
Yeah.
bro. Bigfoot ass. He don't be texting. He don't be texting his students back at all. When I need him the most, he just goes to the drill ducks. Yeah. Okay. Continue.
See, because you guys like literally into their spawn and you get a kill, which is cool, but like you also make them at risk for this Doom building ult in time and actually being able to touch point.
Tengo que ir.
I'm pretty sure you understood like that. Why that was a dumb play, but you know, the rule I said earlier of like you got your 2 picks, it applies. You know,
Yeah.
like that fight could have easily been prevented if you just like looked at it and you're like, okay, we got 2 kills. Okay, we're done. All right, next point. Let's see. I'll see your aura usage as well. Oh, where are you? here you go. This is all good.
I feel this.
Like here, if it's so micro, but it's so useful. If like while you were shooting that Ash, you were just on heal, instead of 11, you'd be at like 15% beat. And that 4% could be the difference between dying like 99 to beat or like getting the beat off in the fight.
Match this BPM.
Damn, that is Marco.
Yeah.
Flash.
But like you gotta think about it. How many times have you been like 98 to beat and you're like, fuck man, if only I had beat.
Yeah, I'm just like I guess like I'm just mostly on speed like too much. Cause I'd be thinking like in my mind I'm like, okay, like there's like an advantage. Let me like speed my teammate. But I tried. I realized if we like I think this might sound stupid, but I'm thinking like if we have an advantage, what if I just like I just go on speed but not amp it, but just like go in a little bit
To
and
look
then,
scary?
to look scary, and then when you're
Yeah.
when you're tussling, then you get on heal, and then when you need
I mean,
it,
that's
you
not
amp
bad.
that. You
Like
amp
that's
that, yeah.
that's a real strat. Like that's kind of the whole reason I was telling you to like look for like a slight angle on the pre-fight, just because you want to look like a pest, bro. You want to look scary. You don't want to give them the space for free. You have to work for the space. But it's the same thing. I just feel like, I think of the aura as like, if I'm already in a safe space, I don't need to be speeding anywhere. Like I can just sit on heels, and then my body is my threat. You know,
Yeah.
my body is my weapon, and my weapon is me.
Real.
Or however the saying goes, you know? Like you could just be
Yeah.
sitting on heels, and then you yourself as a Lucio is the threat, not the actual speed.
One more
Obviously,
question.
like
Is the like when you tab, I think it was like when you tab and you see like the speed amp usage and like you see the heal amp usage, bro. I remember like someone told me, oh, your shit has to be 50-50 exact, bro. If it's any over,
I don't pay attention to any of those stats.
thank
Like,
you,
I,
thank you,
yes,
thank you,
those
thank
stats,
you.
I swear, are, like not that important. Like as long as you just
Bro.
get the impact mid fight, it's fine. Like
Oh my
obviously,
God.
like you want to look at your damage and like, oh, if they have like 2k more damage and 1000 more healing, you're probably not doing enough. But like even, someone asked me like, what's the ideal Brig Inspire whip like uptime, and I'm just like, I don't fucking know.
Thank you, bro. It's like, bro. I get some people that are like, oh, the stats, bro. Like,
That was really good. I like this aggression because that's an aggression where like that's good. You see this Obap with the window on high, and you booping this is just so much more important. Obviously, I would have tried to like not straight line it. I would have tried to go like left here and then boop. You know, because just so you don't give them a free like
Yeah.
Because like if I look at it from the Baps POV, like if I go back, like,
yeah, my ass straight line like a motherfucker.
no, like
Just
okay, he was shooting something else, but if that was ultraviolet, you would have gotten domed. You know what I mean? It's a bit risky, but I like the play. Also, one thing, and this is like the most niche thing ever. Doomfist, when he gets his second perk, is the most disgusting hero in the game. That perk is disgusting. Like it genuinely needs to get like reworked. So if you ever see that guy have the empowered like block perk, never shoot him pre-fight because 2 of your bullets gives him punch. It's so stupid. It is actually the most stupid perk in the game.
Fucking wonder.
Because I think of Robin still in your chat, bro. I remember scrimming his team, St. Clair, Azure, like swapped Doom, and I would accidentally give him punch like 3 times, and you just win the fight off that. It's like the most micro thing ever, but it's so important to know. So just never shoot him pre-fight. You can shout anyone else pre-fight though. Because like you probably gave 1 bullet to him, and now you're dead because of it.
Yeah, no. Oh, what the
It's
fuck,
stupid.
bro?
It is very
I
stupid.
didn't know his perk did that. Shit.
Yeah.
No wonder I get fucking smashed up, bro.
Because it absorbs like 100% of the damage, and it acts like a defense matrix, which is like fine. But it also like it amplifies 100% of the damage into his block. So like usually it would take 4 bullets to give a normal Doom block punch, and it takes 2 bullets for you. Now that's how stupid it is.
Sound check.
Also, I haven't been keeping track, but I assume, right, now that you have the knowledge, you would understand that once they swap Ashe Sojourn and Juno Moira, you would understand, like, okay, they have 2 hit scans, which means I have to be more aggressive when I'm diving so that they can't get value, you know? Or, like, they're on Moira, so as soon as the fade is forced, then the game becomes a lot easier, you know? Or, like, they have Juno, so unless they use Ring, we can't go first.
Yeah.
Something like that. You know, I'm giving you very, very basic examples, but it's just like, if you constantly just keep your mind like aware of these things, like it'll be so much easier. This is fine.
I think in my mind right here, I kind of wanted to like kind of. I tried to get my resist.
No, this is good. This is good. I think this is a bit awkward just because usually, or your Orisa wouldn't be like pushing this angle. You'd be pushing far right. But this is fine. This is all good. I would try it again, like.
We were waiting for my amp to go.
I see. I see. That's good. Like this is all good. Like I like the fact that you're understanding like the aggression of like when do I need to be aggressive, when do I need to just AFK. I think again, like the main thing that like you can do, like maybe like the next quick fix or goal in ranked is like when you're AFKing, try and look for more like really short angles or like really soft like splits to shoot your gun more. Because you're AFKing directly on top of people. Oh my god, that fucking dude.
Somebody was calling me on my phone right there. I was gonna go call, bro. I AFK'd for 2 seconds.
Yeah, but if you look for like this tiniest splits, like obviously don't flank across the map, but you know, if you look for like the tiniest splits, like oh, if you're a recent shooting main, go to the right angle, go to the high ground angle, you know, go to this small room and like just shoot your gun. Like you're gonna find. Also, rule 1, remember, don't turn your back to the ops.
Yeah,
that was a scary beat. I think that beat like that's good. I forget it's not scrims, so you only play up until 3. That's a really good beat, just because, you know, you are literally pressing your advantage and shoving it in their face so they can't get touched. And I assume they don't get touched. Perfect. That was a pretty good game to look at. So if you haven't been taking notes, I assume you have. But I can give you like the general, like the main things from that game is like 1, when you're AFKing, sit on heals more, especially when you're in like a safe space. Obviously, whenever you're about to take a new angle or push in, like push your advantage, you know, be on speed amp or just be on speed in general. But if you're AFKing, sit on heals perma and look for tiny splits to shoot your gun more. And I guarantee you, you're going to realize how much faster you're building your beats, which is like the main thing that Lucio's do. Yeah. Number 2, make sure you're taking ult fights around point for the most part. Like make sure you don't like, you know, ult into their spawn. And then number 3, just remember the rules I gave you, you know? Like, for example, don't turn your back to the ops. It sounds so silly when I say it, but it's a real thing.
That's literally a main one, bro. That's literally a main one.
Just never turn your back to the ops, you know? And you'll, like, even if you are about to save someone, like, you see your cast, like, in there and you want to save them, just remember, don't int if it means that 3 people are going to see you doing a rainbow in the sky.
Yeah.
And then, like, remember, if they're down 2 or, if they're down 2, you've probably already won the fight, so you don't need to invest more ults. If you get your first pick, make sure you're stabling, make sure you're not inting for more kills, you're managing your health, managing your resources, and then again, vice versa. If you're down 1, you need to try and look for a trade whenever the time comes, you know?
If possible, can I take a peek at one of your high level champ games? I just want to see like. I'm
okay.
Trying to see,
Let's see if I have a code, because I fell out of champ. I literally fell out of champ. I had like 4 reversals in a day. It was really sad.
That's unlucky.
Let me see. Do I have a support code? I don't know if there was a patch, so I'd have to check. I just queued open queue. What the hell? Samoa. I played a bunch of Kiri here, but I think the point still stands of like. Can I get the code? Where's the code? Shit, wait 1 second. Yeah, am I still screen sharing?
No.
1 second.
No.
Let me screen share. So this is when I was playing Kiri. Because I started out, I think Lucio was banned here. Like I wanted to play Lucio so bad, but I didn't. But I played Kiri kind of like a main support. Like, you know, you're taking your angles. Obviously, they have a Brig, so they have better brawl. But I have a Kiri, so that means I can angle more. So I was taking super hyper aggressive angles, you know. Please tell me there's a code.
Ready for battle.
What the hell? Is there not a code? If there's not a code, I'm sad. There is not a code.
Okay,
Damn.
wait. Hold on. Okay, wait. Stop right there. Why in the Lord do you have your crosshair? Why is your crosshair so massive?
Oh.
Why is it so massive?
My friend changed the setting when he was at my house, and I just kept it ever since. It was just funny. Like,
Okay.
I guess we could look at it together.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
been a
yeah,
while
yeah.
since this code. And obviously, like, rank games aren't going to be just like scrims. So it might be different. But, so I started out on Brig. And I think I just didn't play good on Brig. Or we weren't playing it as, like, I wanted to. Like, I was trying to call for my Genji on angles. And it never really happened. And then when we would play front to back, it just felt awful. Because front to backing is, like, the worst thing ever in Overwatch. Just front to backing just literally, I don't know if you know what it means. But it literally just means, like, 5 people on one lane, 5 people on one lane, and just shoot your guns.
Yeah, someone.
Round 1. Capture the
So,
objective.
let's see. We take top, which is fine. And then from here, we should recognize, like, hey, we have top. That means we can drop our kids off. I say drop my kids off because, like, look, my Orisa, my Cass, my BAP, all in good positions. They're not in danger. So that means I can walk over here, look for an angle with my Genji, right? In theory. In theory. I say in theory because I think Lampet quite literally just sprints at main. So then, guess what? Because we didn't take angles, we are 5 stacked on 1 square. And Dante recognizes this and can just run around the map for free. And you will see me, I'm like schizo looking at this guy. Like, I'm like, okay, he's here. Back to my team. Oh, he's there? I'm looking. I'm fucking... Like, I am putting in as much effort as possible as a Brig to mark this Tracer, and my team is doing nothing with it. Like, they're pushing, but it just feels harder because they're losing my brawl mid-fight. And then guess what? Their Genji recognizes this and insta walks at me, and I'm dead. So that's a mix of multiple things. I should have recognized that my team isn't helping me, so there's no point in me being here.
Yeah.
I will die. But it's also a thing of, like, you know, if my Genji or someone wanted to turn with me, we would have won this side fight purely because they have 2 flex DPSs and we don't. And we have a hit scan. So our hit scan can just run around the map for free. If their DPS were angling on my Cass, then it's a different story. I'd have to adapt to that. But I think I tried, like, this type of style for one more fight, and then I recognized it wasn't working, and so I swapped my playstyle. So let's see how I take this next fight. It's actually a good VOD material for myself as well. I don't VOD in myself enough, which is why, like, I feel like I need to, like, do it more. So this is actually really, really good practice for me. Thank you. So we swapped Zarya. I think this was a terrible swap. So the difference between Zarya and Orisa is, like, 1, you lose brawl, but 2, that means your Genji has to be the most active motherfucker in the world. Like, you need to bubble your Genji perma. Your Genji needs to be going in and getting value. Otherwise, it fucking sucks because you lose so much brawl. Because, like, even with a max charge Zarya, an Orisa with gold is still gonna live through all of it. So here, I'm like, did my BAP just respawn? Damn. But I'm, like, angling with my Cass, yeah? Because I'm like, okay, we have 2 people safe main. I want to get an angle. Because if we front to back, we'll lose still. So I'm angling. And then we decide to go main. Which, again, I think is troll. I'm literally looking at the angle, and I'm like, let's go to the angle. No, we don't want to. It's fine. So I'm trying to mark the Tracer. And then again, like, you can see the effects of just, like, if you stack too much, good players just fucking punish that shit instantly. Like, Dante, like, I guarantee you, bro, even though Dante is, like, living life, enjoying himself after, like, Owl and Collegiate, I guarantee you it is ingrained in his head, like, oh, we see 4 people stacked, let me rap.
Yeah.
It's actually that simple. So he raps. He raps, and I'm marking, and I'm dealing every... Lampet's in, by the way.
Oh.
So that's another thing. We are not on the same page, and it shows. Because I'm, like, calling, like, I need to mark this Tracer, because, again, if I don't mark this Tracer just runs at my backline for free. My Genji, on the other hand, wants to go in. So it has to be one or the other. We either commit to turning this Tracer, or we commit to going in. I think in this scenario, it's probably just commit to going in. I feel like Tracer doesn't do enough damage compared to, like, that break sustain and a cast. Like, 1 cast body shot and the Tracer's probably already forced out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think in this instance, I'm in the wrong. I should probably be, like, on this corner so I can brawl if their Orisa walks up, but also pack my Genji. But instead, I'm turning this Tracer. And this is bad. And my Genji died because of it, I think. Or no, he's alive. It's just like we don't get as much value. We live this. I rally. We get pulsed. I'm just trying to live with rally, honestly, here. See if we can look for a trade. Another thing with rally is like it's two micro things, yeah. One, you should be 3-2-1ing your stuns every time. Just because like here it was like a mini thing, but the second I stunned this brig and I 3-2-1'd it, forgot and instantly one tap the brig, and you just can't counter that, you know. So it might be the difference of them like living on point for 3 seconds longer, or like them insta dying. And then two, this is like crazy tech that no one knows. Like I'm pretty sure most pros don't even know it. The longer your bash distance is in rally, the longer it stuns. So like if you bash someone short range, yeah. So if you bash someone point blank, it stuns them for like 0.2 seconds. And I'll use Tracer as the best example. So if you try and like do a bash melee whip combo on the Tracer, they'll get recall off if you're close range. But if you do it long range, they can't get recall off.
Wait. Okay, wait. So if you bash longer into them, or like
yeah. So like for example, it's the difference between
yeah.
bash. Like if the Tracer's here, yeah, and you're bashing from here, it's 0.2. But if you bash them from here, it's like longer, like 0.6.
So the stun is longer.
Yes. It's the most minuscule tech ever because like
I did not
you
know
know
that. Yo, dude,
it's
that's going in the notes.
it is the most
Holy.
minor thing ever. I was like VODing with like Opener, a Korean main support, and he just taught me that shit, and I was like appalled that I never knew that. And then here we're just like angling around point because we recognize like, okay, we can't brawl. I think my Doster's getting caught out here by an Orisa soon, so this isn't good, but we'll see how this goes. Yeah, so they recognize Doster's alone, and then they walk my BAP, and my BAP's dead. Literally, nothing I could have done to help my BAP would have saved him, by the way. So this is purely a positioning gap from my Baptiste and my Zarya. They should have like recognized. Like I ult track and ranked because it's like the most OP thing ever. You should ult track and ranked as well. It'll help you with your ult tracking as well in scrims. I was ult tracking that they had Blade. I'm 99% sure. So my BAP not utilizing that information and still being in an area close to the Genji is completely on him. And that's another thing I forgot to mention. Like you could position, like you did a great job in that Saravasa game. You recognized that they had EMP, so you positioned yourself farther away from your core. Same thing applies here. If we recognize that they have Blade or Pulse or Orisa, you need to position away so that you don't get caught in it. Even if you have like a lamp, a rally, and a beat, your ideal goal is to never get it forced. So again, we die because they force the shit out of us. Next fight, see how this happens. So I changed my playstyle to be more brawly. I'm pretty sure if I don't, then I'm trolling. I don't, so I'm trolling. I do here, actually, now. Because I'm like holding a corner, I'm trying to brawl. Like I'm trying to look for like a slight angle, force them to look at me. Issue is while I'm doing this, Doster is getting ran down because Zarya sucks. And then we all end up stacked on the same square, so we end up dying. Big Rav.
Bye.
I aggro bash and get active, which is really troll for me. There is no reason for me to be doing this. I could just be walking up with my feet instead of bashing. That's another thing, just don't aggro bash ever on Brig. But that's what happened. You're gonna see like I'm human as well, bro. I make a lot of mistakes. I'm not perfect, but it's about recognizing those mistakes and like realizing, okay, what could I have done different? And then they recognize like, oh, 98%. Let's just window in their spawn. How can they touch? So this next point, I think I play Brig for maybe 1 point, and then I swap Kiri, I think, eventually, because I recognize I'm like, if Brig's not getting value, even though Brig in theory should fucking free farm into their comp, I recognize like, hey, I'm not getting value. Let me just swap.
Yeah.
And I always swap Kiri as a comfort pick just because I just like hitting shots on Kiri. Like here, I help my Genji and my BAP, and then we're brawling, but then we just die because this is again like a tank issue. Like their Orisa was able to take the entire map, and my Orisa was doing nothing about it. So then because their Orisa can take the map, their Genji is like, okay, I can do whatever I want, and then just runs at my BAP. Let's see what happens. I die. Okay. Let's see here. What do I do? I angle up my Genji. This is good. We force deflect. That means we can start walking. We start walking a little bit. This is fine. They have shield perk, so they have the advantage because shield is OP. I leave my Genji like as a body, but I still am in pack range, which is good. They window, so we kite. This is good. My Doster's in though, so that's the issue. Usually, whenever they have a window, your fight plan should either be to kite or to crash. We don't do either, so it feels awkward. And we don't have window to match either. So now Doster forces his gold. We're down lamp. We're down every important CD, all because of one window. So then our instinct should be here. Okay, kites, like run away like what we're doing here. Or to int and look for a trade. Because they have the point. They'll win the neutral. We essentially decide to stay. Doster dies for it. See like all these like minuscule things. Like if you literally don't, if you're like half-assed about committing into an engage, you just die against good players. So we die. I think I pop rally and then I swap. Let's see here. You know what, Daryl? I'm asking. I said I would do this earlier. Yeah. I'm asking you a question. How would I rally into this? Like what? Because it's honestly a simple answer. But how would I position it?
Shit. Honestly, wait. Oh. Okay, wait. And then here is this rally. Yeah.
This is a good question.
Dead ass.
There's multiple scenarios.
Okay, honestly.
First of all.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, another thing, that's like, I'm trying to position farther back because I know they have a result. Doesn't matter if they're gonna come through main or flank. I need to not get caught by the result.
To me!
Because I rally here. The reason I rally here is because it's mid-fight. Honestly, with rally, it's a mid-fight thing. You never want to aggro rally unless, like, you're the only ult and you can, like, look for a play. Like, bash, rally, bash. You know? Because it resets your bash.
So,
but for here?
Yeah. I was about to say, theoretically, that rally is kind of trash. Because I was thinking about what you said, because like, okay, like that right there is me, because I'm like, okay, I see a blade, oh yeah, I need to get up close, right? But it doesn't do shit. So wait, so replay it. So the question becomes, when is the best time? Honestly, hot take. So the Orisa's coming to ult, right? In my mind, I'm like, okay, she ults. While she's ulting, I'm like, instead of bashing in, I kind of anchor that lane real quick, and then either like kind of like feel out how the fight is going, and see if I can get like, if you're ult tracking right, then you know they have blades. So I'm like, okay, they blade, you rally from a distance, then you go in, then you start fucking it up. You start fucking it up.
Honestly, you're right. My rally was bad because I'm just rallying like. I think at this point in the match, I'm tilted as fuck because I'm like, okay, bro, we're literally not winning a fight because we're just AFK shooting main. I think in this instance, there's a lot of plays you can do. Like, we could play slow, build our blade rally, and then try and int the backline, like the BAP and the Brig, with the blade rally.
Yeah.
Or we can look for an Orisa rally. You know, like they pull and then we stun. Or I can try, and this is like a weird thing, we should know that they have 4 ults main. Why don't we just go left? Just force them to walk back, and either they play our main and shoot us, or they match us here. And then we're playing in a closed area where Blade and Rally gets more value. It's like there's a lot of things you can do.
Wait. So why did you go right then? Like what was the reason to go right to split that?
I mean, my ghosts are going right.
Oh wait. Oh no. Wait. I'm so dumb. It's because you have the angle. Fuck. Wait. I got it. Flip. I got it. Flip. Okay. I got it. Yeah.
Right. I meant like go like left.
Go left. Oh. Okay.
My bad. Like instead of going like. Because like the worst thing you can do is just 5-man int main with a bunch of ults, because that is just a battle of like who is better at scrappy fights.
Yeah.
You want to try and play for your advantages. Like here, like again, bro. Like I'm bashing back to my BAP, which is fine to peel. They blade after my lamp's down. Like this is just a dogfight. Like nothing's happening. Like our team wanted to go in, and then we're trying to go out towards our spawn. Like you see how fucking scrappy this shit gets? Yeah. And then we all die. And then we commit blade too. Like this is just so fucking shit. The only good thing that happened was that Forgotten just free capped point. Because if we didn't free cap point, they would have been 99. See the importance of flipping point? You always want to have someone marking point. Because if they ever gonna flip, it's just like so much time lost. And this is when I swap Kiri. So the thing with Kiri compared to Brig is, 1, you lose out on Brawl, but 2, your angle pressure becomes so important. Like you need to constantly be like with double flex support like Kiri Bap or Kiri Juno, Kiri Ana, your Kiri acts as if like you're a Lucio. Run around the map, shoot your kunai. If it's Kiri Lucio, then your Kiri plays different. Your Kiri plays like a Bap. So like here, you're gonna see me instantly realize, okay, I need to angle. I can't front to back. Here is just cleaning up the fight, but even then, when I'm cleaning up the fight, I'm taking an angle. I am never stacking main. I'm just shooting them, shooting them, shooting them. Then you're gonna see, we cap point, and I'm instantly moving my feet. I'm like, okay, I need to be flanking, looking for a pick. And look, I get the angle, Hutch is dead. And they have to turn me.
Oh,
they don't turn me.
Oh, that's kind of
See? If they don't turn me, then they die main.
Okay,
if they
wait.
turn me, then...
Little micro thing. Go back before you kill. Nah,
My POV?
Yeah, POV. I just want to see how you shoot your kunai.
Bro, I'm a tweaker when I aim. I can't lie.
Let me balance you out.
You go for the head or?
Always head.
That's the spot.
I mean, I'm like a hyper flicker. Like, it's gonna sound weird. So ever since the season 9 changes, people aim with movement just because of hitboxes and stuff. And everyone like keeps a steady crosshair and just aims with their body, like aims like strafing and whatnot. I'm the opposite. I just hyper flick and and it works.
Yeah.
Like here, like this was risky as fuck, by the way. I should have been a lot more wary that he was gonna spear me. But essentially, the same concept applies. Like I am staying on this angle until they're fucking like they're forced to shoot me out. And then, like, for example, if they force me out, then I back up and my team can shoot better main. If they go far right, then that's a signal for me to go even farther into them. So, like, you know how, like, koi fish swim in circles?
Yeah.
That's how this game is. You're wrapping in circles. If they push here, then you push here. If they push here and they push here, then if someone's on this angle, then they push. And then if it's, like, a neutral, then, you know, same thing. If they push me, I back up. My team walks in. But again, if my team's walking up, or if they're walking on my team, then I walk up. It's called like strong side, weak side, push pull. There's a lot of ways you can call it. But see, same concept. Even though my team is stacking fucking 4 people in a square, I'm solo holding this angle until they're forcing me out. You always try and make the right play. See, look. Now look at how scared their backline is, by the way. Just because I'm shooting kunai.
I see that.
They have to force me out.
Okay, wait. Okay, question.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I think I have this very, very bad habit. It's when someone tells me something, it's like, okay, yo, cuz do this, and I overdo it, right? And I kind of like miss the most important steps, like the baseline, right? So how do you how do you balance that out, like? When you're taking advice and you try to apply that advice, but you need to remember your baseline, how do you apply both those? For example, flanking, right? And I'm like, I'm seeing you flanking on Kiri. My dumbass will go and rank and target and perma flank, not heal. You feel me? Perma flank. Yeah.
I think that's why scrims are great because, you know, you don't lose SR for it. So you can always, like, do that stuff in scrims. And it's always, like for me, like, when I come to scrims, it sounds corny, but I always have a goal. Like, I literally tell every one of my teammates, okay, my goal today is to work on not dying. How I'm going to do that is pretty much just being a little bit more AFK than usual and just seeing, like, okay, when does a situation call for me to, like, actually go in versus, you know, inting, right?
Yeah.
But, for example, like, flanking on Kiri, if you were in a scrim, you'd be like, team, if I'm ever playing on a Kiri or Juno Kiri or a flank Kiri, my goal today is to try and work on my aggression. I'm going to be more aggressive on the angles as usual. And even if my ult tracking lacks because I'm trying to focus on this one goal, just know I'm keeping it in mind. It's perfectly human to like, what do you call it? Like, if you're working on something, you're probably not going to do as good in the other aspects. It's just about keeping that in mind.
Yeah.
I think a good way to balance it is just, again, like, checklists, you know? Like, you're not only going to flank, you're not going to just flank because flanking is good. That's not the reason you're flanking. The reason flanking is good is because we have the space. So if we don't have the space, you know, maybe you're not flanking nearly as hard. Or you're flanking purely because no one's matching you on the angle. But if there's a Genji Lucio running at you perma, you're not flanking as much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, my thought process is here. We have the space, and no one's on the angle, so I'm going to take the angle. And then until they force me out, I'm going to stay on this angle. See, look, I think they recognize that as well. Like, Forgotten instantly realizes, like, okay, I'm angling. Let's go angle together. And again, they recognize this. They're like, okay, this Kiri got value earlier. Let's mark it. So they mark it. And I'm not walking in and taking the duel. I recognize like the Genji Brig is gonna win the duel because they have better close range brawl. We have better shooting guns, so I'm gonna give the distance. The only thing that's bad here is that we are committing main. Actually, no, this is good. This is actually good. Never mind. I'm stupid. They push here, so we commit main. This is good. They match, so we give. I'm giving space slowly, but this is fine because we're getting point. I think the only issue is Lampet should probably be with me, and Forgotten should be marking that Tracer. That is the only thing I can recognize that's like different. But this is all good. Like I'm still holding this angle. So I hold this angle. I look for a wrap. I shoot my kunai. Doster should be living. We live. My BAP low-key got slimed out. And I think that's a mix of a lot of things. Like Ronin should not be able to be past my Orisa here.
Yeah.
But you see what I mean? It's like I'm still playing my game, still playing my thing. Also, anytime your other support's traded out, your playstyle needs to instantly switch to everyone needs to stable around me. Like here, I am playing my life perma. I am not flanking. I am living. I'm just AFK doing as much as I can to live. I rush. I think I didn't get Suzu off, but because I got rush off, we win the point.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing on this point. Angles. This is especially important for angles because all the choke points are really awkward. So what I like doing on Lucio and Kyrie is if I'm not taking this room, this coast area is also really good. Because you can shoot them on their walk up, you can shoot them here, and then even better, you can like play around these corners and like shoot them here. But we, for instance, take this angle. There's just a bit of a dogfight. We're playing it slow. I TP away because they're like 4 on the angle. Lampin gets a magic pick. We get 2 magic picks. That shouldn't happen, but that's Overwatch. Eventually, you'll get magic picks.
The objective is.
But this is all good. But you see, I'm not like flanking just to flank. I'm like playing my life as well. Like I would do the same thing on Lucio if I was on Lucio. You got point. I know it's not a Lucio VOD, so like low key, this is like, I don't know. But imagine I was Lucio, I would be doing the same things. Honestly,
like,
I'd be.
I'm picturing it in my head. So like I see what you mean. It's basically the same concept.
Yeah, exactly. Like here, I'm like looking for an angle, and their Genji instantly sees me and is forced to look at me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm giving a bit too much space. I think it's also a difference of like, you can't frontline on support. So like, if my Forgotten was pushed up here, I could push more. But because we turn, it's different.
Wait, couldn't you like get up on that little ledge right there and like?
Yeah, like here.
Like,
I would have
like right there.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even here. Like, I could be doing a lot more things here. So I'm a bit AFK. They swap Diva, by the way. Anytime they're on Diva and Brig's open, you're swapping Brig. Plain and simple. Brig is so OP in a Diva. So I recognize that they're on Diva. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I want to swap Brig immediately. I'm just like AFK living. The reason why is just because Brig likes to brawl and Diva likes to angle, but whenever Diva's in the mid fight, because she can't defend against the Brig as well, like you just farm Inspire so free. Juven swaps Brig actually. That's why I didn't swap Brig. Because Juven was like, I'm not playing good on BAP, I'm gonna swap Brig. Kiri Brig, why do you think Kiri Brig isn't played? I'm asking you that.
It's kind of like. It's kind of like Brig. It feels like Brig is like on her own. She's like the diveable target, or just she's kind of like she's anchoring herself, you know. And it's like Kiri can come TP and Suzu, but then you have to turn around the Kiri. So it's like both if both get dove, both resources are gonna get used. So then in theory it's a squishy backline, even with the.
In theory, yes, you have the right idea, but you could even think of it like more simple. Kiri wants to angle and flip in meaning like, oh, I can TP to people diving. That's why Kiri Lucio Monkey's so good, because your Kiri can AFK, but when your Monkey dives, you TP in and you've essentially flipped the map.
Yeah.
Do you know what flipping the map is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you go from your main and now he stabled their main.
Yeah.
You know, flipping the map. But Brig doesn't want to do that. Brig wants to brawl. Brig wants to get mid-fight healing with Inspire. That's why Brig and BAP is so good. Why Brig and Ana are so good. Why Brig and Juno are so good. Because Juno, Ana, and BAP all enable the brawly style of play. You know what I mean? Like, you can nade yourself mid-fight even on Ana and just, like, live with Inspire heals. But Kiri doesn't enable mid-fight healing. That's why you see Kiri played with Lucio and Kiri played with Ana. Ana's a pretty hybrid support. Same with Juno, where you can do both styles. But like Bap Kiri, like even though you'll see it be played sometimes, I don't think it makes sense because Bap wants to hold like angles and stable and brawl, and Kiri wants to flank and angle more and not brawl.
Yeah.
That's why you always don't see your Lucio stacked on Kiri because you don't like brawling. But I essentially stayed Kiri just because I don't like playing Bap. Like I think if I was like really good at Bap, I'd be swapping Bap here. But because I'm confident in my Kiri, I just stayed Kiri. But now I'm playing Kiri like I would a Bap. Like I'm AFKing, I'm not flanking, and I'm just looking for front to back value while my team works. I see, like in theory, this rush doesn't look as good, yeah? But the reason it's good is because I'm rushing on point, and I'm forcing them to fight in my rush. I walk point with my Tracer, and now they're forced to fight in my rush. And my team can stable with the rush. See? My team instantly realizes I'm rushing, and then just walks to me. And then we get point because of it. Or we just shoot point until we capped it, you know?
Nerf this. Special delivery. Calling in the big guns.
This is a dogfight. Also, in these crucial, like, scrappy fights, you always want to be calling one target because a lot of people just naturally split their attention. General rule of thumb is just shoot whatever's in front of you or shoot whatever has the least amount of CDs. But, yeah. And like here, even though I'm playing front to back, I can still angle pre-fight tiny bits and then just TP back. I just can't be as greedy on the angles, you know?
Yeah.
You're just trying to make their walk up as hard as possible. And see, they're forcing, we force a little bit of CDs, so now their push isn't as easy. They blade. This is just a bad Suzu on me. My Brig bashed out and I missed Suzu. All we're doing is just playing our life. We're not trying to win because it's hard to win. Like, well, it's not like hard to win, but it's like, we're just trying to play our lives and draw at the point time. And that's essentially what we do. Like, it's a scrappy fight. We're losing over time. But because we drag it out so long, we are able to just get like 20% for free. And I think we eventually win. See what I mean? Like, you never want to play kill hungry. You always just want to try and, like, you know, play your life. Let the kills come to you. I am yapping a lot. Fuck.
Ah, you're good. I yap a lot too. It's almost like listening to what you're saying. But nah, this is good.
I'll summarize it at the end. I think, like, we got first pick, sure. But then we recognize, like, okay, let's look for, like, a trade. Juven instantly recognizes, okay, we need to look for a trade. And then we kill the Kiri. And now the fight's even. And then we trade one more. And now we're even again, 3v3. And now it's just a battle of who lives the longest. But because they're down both supports, then we naturally win. Well, it's really hard, but we barely win. Ghoster's clutched up, bro. Zoning a result. That was Loki an L ult. He could have just like used it after the Moira fade, but it's fine. The vision was there. And then we win. So like imagine I was on Lucio, I'd be doing the same things.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I'll give you another like code of like, let's see if I have a Lucio code from one of my ranked games.
It's most like trial stuff, but I have a lot of things like going on like behind the scenes, and like I want to talk to you more about it. But it's like I gotta go get food. I'm fucking hungry. I gotta hang out with my girlfriend. But yeah, no, like I definitely like I have like so much. Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good, chat? I have like there's like so much questions I have, and I definitely
Bro,
wanna
of
keep learning
course.
from you, bro.
If you have any like other questions, like please. For angles, you want to hold that shit until people start forcing you out. Like you could be so greedy on angles in ranked. You're gonna see how easily you can get away with some things. Like that goes for Kiri, that goes for Lucio. Maybe a little bit on Brig, but it's harder on Brig. And then there's one more thing I was trying to say. I think that's it, honestly, from that rank code. There's nothing really major. And then also, one thing. If you feel like a playstyle isn't working, swap it up. Don't try and force it too heavy.
Okay.
And if you feel like you don't know why it's not working, that's either a talk for after the scrim or after the map, or, if you want to ask your teammates like mid-map, like if it feels like something isn't working, then that's something you can ask.
Yeah. One final question. Do you for is mostly for my server.
Mhm.
Do you consider like where do you see yourself on the ladder? Like are you reaching that pro spot or you're already pro or like
I mean,
where do you think you're at?
I think I'm
kinda
tier
wanna
2.
tier two.
I like to think I'm tier 2 because I got OWCS once and I've been top 4 masters, and I feel like that's like the tier 2 spot. Like tiers don't really exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking at it, like theoretically, all OWCS slots are tier 1, all Face It Master slots are tier 2, but I feel like that's such an iffy way to put the tier spot. So honestly, I guess if you wanted to categorize it by tiers, you can just call me tier 2. And if not, then you can just yeah, I think that should be it.
I'm gonna just put something on there. I was put something in there.
Anything.
But yeah, no, like keep an eye on my Discord. Like I put a lot of good stuff.
Of course.
Like I don't just network with you. I network with a lot of people, and that's for a lot of people in the chat. Like if you ever want to talk to me, like I'm very open.
What's your Twitch? Let me follow you.
Yeah, it's Daryl.
Daryl?
Well, it's OW_Daryl. It's
Oh,
backwards.
no, me underscore Daryl. I see it. That's fine.
Yeah.
I
But
bet.
no.
I'll give you a follow.
But yeah, I will see you later. I'm definitely gonna we're gonna talk more later tonight.
Of course, of course. Just hit me up.
I got you, bro. I'll
All
see
right.
you.
See you, bro. Have a good rest of your scrim, and have a good rest of your day.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. You too. All right, chat. Oh, that was a really good VOD. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is like the most I ever had of people in my chat, honestly. But I'm definitely gonna do more. I need to stream more. I'm gonna put like more clips in. So I'm probably gonna like put some more clips in and probably like post it on like probably like Instagram or maybe Twitter. I don't know. I gotta build my Twitter. My Twitter is low key trash. But thank y'all for tuning in. I fuck with all y'all in the chat. I like all the new people. I definitely want to get my community going on Twitch more. So I gotta stream. But I'll see y'all later.